When Jungkook comes out of the washroom, he notices that you are nowhere in the room. Seeing this, he goes to the balcony. As soon as he comes to the balcony, he sees that you are standing and looking at the moon. Seeing this, he hugs you from behind. You have been sad ever since you came back from the party. Did anyone say anything to you at the party? It's been a month since our marriage, but I have not met any of your family members yet, nor do I know anything about them. My family does not live with me. How did I forget that today is the full moon? Thinking this, he tries to control his own power. Actually, today is a full moon night, and Jungkook transfers into werewolf every full moon night, and he feels a lot of pain and has no control over himself. If anyone came in front of him that time, he would kill him, her. What happened? Why did you push me? You get out of here. He turns his face away from you and speaks in his cold voice. What happened? Why are you behaving like this? Saying this, you turned his face towards you, and when you saw his face, you got scared because his face was half werewolf and half human. Within no time, he completely transforms into a white werewolf. You get scared after seeing Jungkook transform into a werewolf. The werewolf looks at you and then falls to the floor and starts writhing. Seeing the werewolf writhing in pain, you move closer to him. Although you were scared, you knew the werewolf was Jungkook, so you could not stop yourself from getting closer to the werewolf. When you saw that he was in pain, what happened to you? As you slowly start caressing his head, he transforms from werewolf to human. When he becomes human, you see that he has red marks all over his body. Seeing Jungkook like this, tears starts flowing from your eyes. A drop of your tears falls on Jungkook's cheeks, causing his eyes to open. He speaks after wiping tears from your eyes. I'm not going anywhere, leaving you alone. Saying this, you hugged him. Please go away. I don't want to hurt you. Saying this, he starts moving you away from him, but you do not move away from him. There was a lot of pain in his body due to which he was not able to push you away from him with full energy. A car stopped outside the luxurious villa. Linda staggered out of the car and somehow went inside the villa. Linda's mother, who was waiting for Linda, comes to her. When she sees Linda coming in, what happened to you? Why are you so drunk? Seeing her mother in front of her, she hugs her and starts crying. What happened to you? Why are you crying? Mom, Jungkook married that girl. Now she is his wife. She gets shocked after hearing Linda's words. Mom, I loved him since childhood. He knows it. Yet he married someone else. Does he not care about my feelings? She was crying while saying this. Linda has liked Jungkook very much since childhood. She tried to get close to him all the time, but Jungkook did not like her. He always tried to stay away from her. You stop crying, I promise you I will marry you to Jungkook. Are you telling the truth, Mom? Yes. Linda becomes happy after hearing this. Now you go and rest in your room. Saying this, he calls two maids to take Linda to her room. Two maids take Linda into the room. How did I make such a big mistake? Thinking of this, he touched your face, which had turned pale. Sorry, princess. When you woke up after an hour, you saw that Jungkook was not in the room. You became worried after not seeing Jungkook in the room. When you come to the living room, you see everyone busy in their work. Do you know where Jungkook is? You called the maid and asked. Madam Boss took the car and went somewhere 1 hour ago. I don't know where he has gone. Okay, you can go now. The maid leaves from there after listening to you. How come he left without telling me? Thinking you called him, but he did not receive the call, due to which you became worried. It had been a month, but Jungkook had still not come to the villa, nor had you received any information about him, which was why you were worried. You were busy looking at Jungkook's photo and thinking about him when your phone rang, causing you to snap out of your thoughts and look at the caller ID to find that it was Jungkook's assistant calling. Did you get any information about him? You asked him as soon as you received the call. Madam Boss has come to office today. I'm coming. Don't let him go anywhere. Saying this, you disconnected the call and went out of the room. 30 minutes later, your car stopped in front of a luxurious building. You got out of the car and went inside the building. On which floor is the CEO's cabin? You came to the reception and asked a girl, Madam, do you have an appointment to meet the boss? I'm his wife. I don't need an appointment to meet him. Now tell me on which floor is his cabin. You said this angrily because you were supposed to meet Jungkook, but the receptionist was asking you questions. The boss's cabin is on the 59th floor. He tells you after hearing your angry voice. Hearing the receptionist's words, you move towards the elevator. Why did you tell her on which floor the boss's cabin is? Did not you hear that she said she is the boss's wife? If the boss was married, would not we know? You mean she was lying. You don't realize what a big mistake you have made. She gets scared after listening to her. Jungkook was talking to Daniel when the cabin door opened with a noise and you came into the cabin. Jungkook stares at Daniel after seeing you in the cabin. Daniel, get out of the cabin. Daniel leaves the cabin after hearing you because he was very scared of Jungkook of this moment. After Daniel leaves the cabin, you starts walking towards Jungkook. Where were you since 1 month? You ask while staring at him. Hearing your question, Jungkook starts leaving from there. Seeing him leaving, you held his hand. What did I do wrong that you are ignoring me? After saying this, tears start flowing from your eyes. Seeing tears in your eyes, he extends his hand to wipe your tears, and then he remembers that night due to which he pulls his hand back. You feel bad seeing this behavior of his. I was a fool to miss you all the time when you were not missing me at all. Saying this, you start leaving the cabin. Jungkook holds your hand and hugs you. As soon as you come into his arms, you start crying loudly. I hurt you that night. Are not you angry with me? If I ever accidentally hurt you, would you be angry with me? I can never be angry with you because I love you. Then how can you think I would be angry with you? Do you love me? Your cheeks turn red after hearing Jungkook's question. I should go to the villa now. After saying that, you were about to leave when Jungkook grabs your waist and pulls you closer to him. I asked you something. Answer me. Seeing Jungkook's intense gaze on you, you bury your face in his chest. Jungkook was about to say something else to you when there was a knock at the door. What happened? Boss, we have to go to the meeting. He lowers his head and speaks. I'm coming, you go. After hearing this, Daniel leaves from there. I'm leaving now, but you have to answer me later. He whispers this in your ear and leaves the cabin. Give me a good title. If I like your title, I'll write a FF according to your title.